Morning, guys. Evening, should I say. So today's project was initially going to be sort of two projects in one, but because of some part I didn't have, I just had to stick with the one project. So I was going to do a project with that piece of oak and a piece of that scrap pine there, but I actually moved the pine video onto my next video, so I'm just going to be working with that piece of oak drawer that I've had scrap. You've probably seen one of the projects where I did the box out of the oak, but this was another piece I had of that, and it's just a bit thicker than sort of that last project I did. So I'm just sort of like sketching out the ideas for the actual two projects here, but you'll see me go back to this sketch out on the next video for the next project. This one's sort of like totally different. I'm just going in here, nothing, and this is the project here I'm going to be doing. So it's something a bit weird. I've got like a little small bit of oak. So in my head, what's the best way I can use of it? What can I make out of it? Something that looks stylish, and very usable and sort of relevant. And I think I've come up with a good idea. It's not a new idea. It's just my take on it, my little spin on it, what I put on it. So I'm just cleaning it up here. You can see where the old sort of dovetails was on the drawers there. So I'm just taking them off, cleaning the old bit of oak up. This oak come from a 1930s, 40s. It was like a chest of drawers come sideboard type thing. Solid wood thing, and I couldn't refurbish it, and it was just beyond repair. It weren't economical to do, so the best thing to do was use the oak, because a lot of it was bits of wood like this, solid. I've used a lot of it up. I've given some of it away, in fact, before I started doing the YouTube videos, but I thought I kept some back. I don't know why I kept some back, but I'm glad I did now. I wish I kept some more of it, because the last oak project I did, I really enjoyed doing it, and it worked out really well. So just going in here with the table saw, just get that blade above the workpiece. Now I've got a combination of two blades what I'm working with now. So this one's just my normal blade. They're from a company called Saxon. I'll leave links to them down below. It seems to work out all right. They're not like high-end blades or by any that mean, but for people like us in the workshop, that kind of stuff, hobbyists, DIYers, beginner woodworkers, they're fine. They're fine. So I'm just going in here to 5 centimeters, and I'm just ripping this down now. I need 2 bits out of this. I seem to make this oak go quite a long way with this project. It's quite surprising what you can do when you put the thought in beforehand. So like the planning, don't get me wrong, it's worked out well, this project. It's not, it could have went wrong, but yeah, just plan everything out. So I'm just getting all that sort of old finish off. And look at that underneath there. That oak looks like it's brand new. You wouldn't think it's sort of like nearly 100-year-old pieces of oak. So I've overdone it here with a double-sided sticky tape. And off camera, which you don't see, which I should have put on really, getting these 2 bits of wood apart was an absolute nightmare, honestly. I was banging it, clanging it. It was just a nightmare. So one thing I've learned there is don't use too much of this double-sided tape. This is my good double-sided tape. I did show you some of the others on the leather strop video. The stuff I bought, the Chinese stuff, which was absolutely garbage. But this double-sided tape I got off Amazon, and it's cost-effective, and it's good. So I'm just marking up here. Nice and easy, nice and simple. It's a simple project. But the design I'm sort of putting on it just gives it something. I don't know what it is. Gives it a sort of like a modern sort of twist on an old piece of, I wouldn't say furniture. I don't know what you would call it. So again, just marking. and that section there is where I'm going to be cutting out. So I'm just raising my blade here 1.5 centimeters. It should have been 2.5 centimeters. This is an actual mistake I made, where the cutout was supposed to be 2.5 centimeters. For whatever reason, I did this, and I had to go with it because this is all I had. So I weren't going back. In the end, it turned out okay. It turned out sort of, I should have done 1.5 centimeters all along, really. So it didn't work out too bad. So I switched the blade over here to the flat tooth blade to do this. I'm just going on a 5-degree angle there. This is just for the sides, just a slight taper on them sides, just to give it a little bit of something, just to make it more appealing to the eye. And this is all you need to do with your project. You know, when you put your own stamp on stuff, just change something up a little bit. You know, it can just be something nice and subtle like that. And these, what I refer to as the side wings, you'll see why in a bit. They're getting the same 5-degree sort of taper. So here's another mistake I made. I think I'm marking centre here. So what I'm doing, I'm offsetting on one of the gaps there. You don't see it in the final piece because it doesn't really show up, but I'm offsetting here. I'm thinking I'm going centre, and I'm not. I'm actually going off 2 centimetres. So you can see the mark there. It's just not from centre. For whatever reason, I'm not, as I'm sort of making that, I'm not picking up on it for some reason, and I don't know why. The only time I pick up on it is when I start drilling, and which then it's too late. I have to go with it. So that's a thing, like measure twice, cut once, and all that thing. But this was just one of them sort of like brain fog moments. I just didn't get it. I just didn't think. And I'm there, I should be seeing that and thinking, that's not quite right. But no, I'm not seeing it at all. So anyway, we'll go on with it. We'll just mark it out as I normally would have marked it out anyway. And I'm trying to find centre of them now. So that's 5 centimetres. So it's like 2.5 centimetres in between. You'll see that little tiny holes there. That was like pinholes in the wood. I'm leaving them on because I could fill them with filler and blend them in and all that kind of stuff. And if it was for something that was for sale, I probably would. But it's not. And, you know, will I sell it? Yeah, I'll sell this piece. Somebody wants to buy it, they can do. But I just wanted to leave something on it, just sort of as a reminder of where it's sort of come from, if that makes sense. So I'm working out what Forstner bit here, which is sort of like the right size for these holes or what I do. So I've gone with a 20mm Forstner bit there. And I could have put this on the drill press, but I just decided, just for quickness, just do it with me drill. My drill's more than adequately powered. I've got a board there at the back to stop the tear out. And I don't really get any tear out on this, so it's not too bad. It's smoking. So again, I'm just getting more of that finish off some of the other bits. I'm just going over it here with a 150 grit, which I'm taking the finish. I could have used a 120 grit there. So I'm just chamfering all the edges over now, just to give it a softer appearance, and just to go with the 5-degree bevels, just to give it that sort of look. And the same with the holes. I'm just going in with a little chamfer bit there, router bit, and just it. Number one, it tidies them up, and number two, it gives them sort of a nice crisp look. Yeah, I'm really enjoying using this oak scrap. Well, it is scrap. You know, I'm going to have to look on Facebook Marketplace for more old bits of furniture. I mean, the bits of furniture I get in with me antiques and that, I can't really sort of smash them up for projects unless they're beyond repair, and it's very rare to get stuff in like that. So I'm going to have to get me eyes peeled on Facebook Marketplace for some bits of solid wood furniture. Make a good video, really, smashing it up and sort of harvesting all the bits that can be used. So I'm just going in here with some glue, gluing all parts together now. I was happy with the fit, not 100% happy, but they went in sort of okay. They were tight enough. Could they have been a bit tighter? Yeah, they could. It's not 100% perfect, but it's a part of the old learning curve. So I'm just tidying everything up where this is dry now. This is further on in the video, and I'm just getting all the little bits of glue that managed to sort of get onto the wood. Through me sort of being a messy sort of worker. So but just go over, spend 10-15 minutes here just getting everything spot on. Just giving it a blast over with like a blower there just to get everything off, and anything I see. I'm just spending that bit of time, just adds a bit to the quality. So I'm using our own brand like wax here just to wax it. It's a combination of like mineral oil and beeswax, what we make ourselves. You see a lot of people making it on YouTube, but if you want to help the channel, you can buy a tub off us if you want. 150ml tubs we sell. So just going over, it's really easy to apply. And you just leave that on and then buff it off after 20 minutes or so. So here we go. So we've got a book stand. You can't see them holes there where they're offset a little bit on the bottom rails. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of this. It's just a bit of an angular sort of look to it. A bit of a, I don't know. It just looks different, doesn't it? And there it is with some books on, some of Shelley's books she loves reading. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's most important. If you're watching the video, please take time out to subscribe. It's appreciated. Thanks for now and bye.